For all my HubSpot users out there, we did a little video before this. You can take a look at it, link down, first comment below. That's going to highlight what we see at 3 Ventures for financial considerations for IT and marketing teams going into 2024. Essentially, after talking with clients and engagements in 2023, there's 2 camps, risk-averse, risk-tolerant. This video is specific to different strategies for being either risk-tolerant or risk-averse with your HubSpot install when it comes to financial planning for 2024 and planning out your projects and your initiatives in those arenas. So let's talk about them. We're going to start with the risk-averse. That's folks not looking to take a ton of risk, and really where we're seeing initiatives and projects and capital expenses put in place. So in this arena, capital expenses are pretty limited, near minimal, but there is seeming to be a little bit of a healthy increase in operating budget. And the reason why there's a healthy increase in operating budget is to account for either some additional hours or some spend with some outside vendors, and really focusing on increasing some productivity with marketing and sales. So specifically, if you have marketing and IT teams that traditionally do a bad handoff between an MQL, improving that handoff to increase productivity, that's a more of conversation and documentation and not a ton of heavy lifting and capital expenses there. So that is an arena. Also, revenue forecasting. Forecasting came out in HubSpot. It's a great feature. It takes basically your existing out-of-the-box deal pipeline and your existing data in the account, and it can start to do some forecasting based off of the data within it. Super helpful to build that out, especially if you need to produce some insights for executives. And that's always super helpful in terms of being able to ask for additional budgets or requests later in the year if you can solve a pain point for an executive team. And then in addition to that is just working on pipeline progression. So whether that's the marketing pipeline progression or the sales pipeline progression, that forecasting, and then also building out some reporting to have some insights to it. Those are the core topics and arenas that we're seeing in HubSpot for those who are risk adverse and not wanting to really take a ton of risk in their initiatives, budgets, and project planning for 2024. Now, for those who are more risk tolerant, meaning they're willing to take on a little bit more risk, and they're going to be planning out some capital expenses for 2024. Some key things that we're seeing is it's a commerce-powered CRM. This is the trend. So it's incorporating your data warehouse to add in some additional insights so that if you already have that forecasting and reporting in place, you're taking that commerce data and you're incorporating it into your different objects that you have set up in HubSpot so that you have additional insights for any of your pipeline forecasting, reporting, lead scoring, teams to be able to work more productively or more efficiently with. That's the key trend. We're seeing a little bit of incorporating the new Commerce Hub in there, which is basically quotes, invoices, and payments. Although that seems to be maybe a little bit of a heavier lift if you have something like an ERP in place or some more advanced financial processes. So we'll put that one aside. And then the next thing is HubSpot introduced the lead object. And so lead object is now we have leads, contacts, companies, and deals. And so this sort of brings HubSpot closer to Salesforce's data model. And this really enables you to do some target accounts and account-based marketing with a little bit more effectively, where you're not just creating a bunch of contacts to do your target accounts and account-based marketing with in HubSpot. Now you got this whole different object called leads. And so marketing can work with that a little bit more autonomously instead of having to muddy up the waters between maybe how sales is also using contacts too as well. And that's really improving that MQL handoff between sales and marketing if you are looking to develop out some target account or account-based marketing initiatives in 2024. Those are the capital expenses that we're seeing folks take on for strategic initiatives for 2024 planning. And we hope that this video helps you